Okay, we have Mr. Marcus Jones with us tonight, and Mr. Jones today wrote a letter to the BC about the current issues with the OLM, and so he's here with us tonight to explain what his frustrations are. Mr. Jones, can you tell us about what prompted you to write the letter?
Writing a letter is about OLM not delivering to the Liberian community. Most of food of Kevin and his entire team because we wanted a change and especially improvement in the leadership. But the only thing we've been hearing, especially from the Bull Chicken magazine, what we've been reading up there is all about fighting. We tired of fighting. We left war to come here not to fight. We are here for peace. And I think what we're about to do now is to at least create activities, that will get the youth involved and get everybody, together and start working together.
Yeah, your organization, Bowling Alley, of which you are the president, was one of those organizations that the OLM, via Mr. Doyen, relied heavily upon for support. What are your members saying about that support and the services, or in general about the OLM?
That's the most frustrating part because my organization, meaning it's a non-profit organization, it has nothing to do with politics. When Kevin approached me about his role in the coming election, I went out to my people, convinced them. We turned up, we voted for Kevin because at the time he was the only person that we could see, in the race that I would have that confidence in to lead the Liberian community. But surprisingly, since he turned it down, it has been so frustrating for me because I've been hearing a lot of stuff that people say, "Oh, we told you, and there will be no change." And exactly what they told me before is what Kevin doing right now.
So, what do you think Kevin Doyen will have to do in order to turn this whole situation around?
I think Kevin right now he should sit down and think and know that he's not representing one group of people. He's representing the entire Liberian community. There are other organizations around here, like a Body Alley, like a Blower Association, like other organization around that Kevin need to call for a meeting so that he can hear each and everybody's views, so that what has been the burning issues or things that we need to discuss. But when Kevin called for a meeting, it's only about OAM leadership. I think there's a need that he get other people involved because through us we can bring a lot of people, and the other organization can bring a lot of people, and then right there is going to be a one body right there, and work together, move up.
Well, if you say that, one thing he would say, or the OLM will say, is that they recently had a town hall meeting. They had several town hall meetings, and the community people usually know about the meetings and they do not attend the meetings.
Because I think the communication is being poor. It's not just other things, but the communication there in the community from OAM has been very poor. There should be flyers all around here. We got email addresses that Kevin knows. He can send an email, and through us we can pass information around. But if it's just about one group of people that he want to see to the town hall meeting, and that means you don't expect nobody to attend except his people.
You mentioned something before. You mentioned something about the death and the OLM visitation, insurance, and all that stuff. Can you reiterate that?
Well, that was one of the promises that Kevin made when you're running for election. Big thing that when somebody died, there was going to be a death phone. It's not about the money, but the concern. Back in January January 5th, we lost a friend, James Daniel. When James Daniel died in a car accident, it was the Body Alley that brought the community together. That was OM should have done that. They never came until I started making a phone call to Kevin, and after 3, 4, 5 days before Kevin even came. And I didn't have to wait for OAM being that colorful. He was not a member of Body Alley, but he was just friend to the old timer and Bowling Alley. I quickly called for the meeting, and we brought almost the entire community together. We raised over 7,000. We flew the body to Charlotte. We sent people to represent not Bowling Alley, but represent the Liberian community in Charlotte. So, and Kevin never called back. They even said thank you for our hard work. So.
Well, how about the other people in the leadership of the OLM, like maybe Kepler lieutenants or the board or whoever? Do you see them, or the blame goes on the head?
The blames go on the head. It's always the case. Once you're the head, you always take the blames.
Okay, Mr. Jones, can you look in the camera here and tell Mr. Bryant exactly what he should do in order to set the community straight?
You mean Kevin?
Yeah.
I think Kevin, like a previous said, Kevin need to call for a meeting that will involve every organization that people can raise concern, raise issue that some burning issues, so all can sit down at one table and talk about it. And from there, I think it will help. By listening to people. As a leader, you always have to listen. Not just things don't have to be your way all the time. You gotta listen to the concern of the people. And from there, I think it can be a good start from there, and then we all can move the community forward from there.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.